Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are?
Michael Fields, ma'am.
And counsel, just remember, the first 7 are misdemeanors, so first 8 are misdemeanors, so.
Understood, Your Honor.
Excuse me, ma'am. Am I allowed to say anything?
Pardon me?
Am I allowed to say anything to you, ma'am?
Why don't you wait and let me tell you what we're dealing with today? And then if there's something you want to say, you're welcome to do so. Just remember that it's all being recorded. So the prosecutors will have access to this.
Text me. It's gonna be an extra time that I have. Back if they just do that. Only do it. They still. What's your plan? But I won't be five. Any hours work. So if I have. So if I have 12 hours over 4 days. It's first. So, if you are video, I did. It's video files. Yes.
Mr. Fields, I have a number of things here for you. I'm going to start with the brand new charges. We also have 3 or 4 other files where you haven't appeared in court.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I was going to talk about. I had called the courts to ask to reschedule those.
There's a number of them,
There's
Matt.
3.
at least. All right, we have new charges today for domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and disorderly conduct.
There's only one charge for disorderly conduct. And
Right, one is domestic violence and one is not charged as domestic violence because of the relationship with the alleged victims.
even around them. I wasn't around them or anything. They asked me to leave. He told me you have that in your file.
You really don't want to talk about it, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have a job. If I'm gonna get a job, just so
It's not me. Thank you. Can I put on too?
Right, because of your failure to appear, Stream, I'm gonna hold you on $750 bond. And appoint on the city charges and appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. Your next court date is June the 15th at 1:30. If you post the bond, you need to be present. If you haven't posted the bond, you'll be seen on video. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, absolutely no contact with Ashley or her family. Do you understand that? You don't go back, to 1347 East Benson Highway. Do you understand that?
Sure.
Pardon me? No, the whole complex. You don't go back to that whole complex. Do you understand that? And you need to comply with behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Along with that, there are charges go back to March the 30th of this year for loitering and failing to appear on the 13th of April. I know you said you started to say you called the court, try and reschedule. You've had 2 more months to actually come in and try and reschedule, and you didn't do anything on that. So you also don't go back to 3720 South Park. Then I have charges out of Pima County Justice Court, charges from September 3rd of last year. Shoplifting, failing to appear on October 2nd. Shoplifting, January 4th of this year. 14th of this year, excuse me. On that same date, failing to appear on February the 9th.
You. Actually, it's just. I'll bring it back. Didn't want to be in here. Say that.
Your next court date on these matters is going to be June the 8th at 1 o'clock. Bond will be $250 on these. You don't have contact with alleged victims, return to the incident locations. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Ma'am, is that on each case?
No, it's on the 26001223, the bond.
Okay, thank you.
And Jeffrey Gringwich will be appointed to represent you on these charges. All right, thank you, Mr. Field. I'd suggest you not discuss these matters with anyone except your attorney.
And Your Honor, this is a Spanish interpreter. I believe there are no Spanish speakers, defendants this evening. I'm requesting to be excused if that is so.
Let me confirm that with the jail. Do we have any Spanish speakers that you're aware of?
No five fingers. No, ma'am.
All right, if we need you, we'll contact you. Thanks.
Very well, thank you.
Good evening, I'm Judge Ted, and you, sir, are
Robert Hamill,
Mr. Hamill. Looks like I have several things here for you, some out of city court, some out of justice court. Apparently, there's been a problem with you appearing in court, including after pretrial services has released you.
yeah, I've been getting my life together. I haven't done any chemicals in over a week, and I'm just getting my head together with the Gospel Rescue Mission, and I was just trying to straighten everything out. Tired of living a life of despondency.
And yet the charges from today indicate to me that there's still a problem of some sort.
I had to use the bathroom, and there was really no problem. I really don't understand it.
You don't
be
do
honest
it,
with
you don't do it outside.
No, well, I went around the back of the ministry into a bank, there was nowhere else to go.
Inside the building's a possibility. But we've also got charges from August the 8th of last year for assault and failing to appear in court. February 25th of this year, failing to appear in court. And then I have charges from city court for criminal damage and disorderly conduct.
And that life is done.
April the 16th and failing to appear on April the 26th.
I didn't know who to contact to figure out what to do. I,
Come to
I
court
just-
is the first thing.
Exactly. I was just in fear after doing 18 months in county with no score, and I was just in fear, basically, probably.
Because of repetitive violations and failures to appear, there will be a bond of $300.
I can't come up with $1, you know. I'm fighting for $1.25 every day for 10 months since I've been out of prison. I keep losing my ID. I can't get work. Nobody wants to hire me. I just rather fucking die, you know? It ain't worth it. Just nothing's worth it, really.
You need to comply with behavioral health and substance abuse assessment treatment. Peter Gutierrez will represent you on the Justice Court matters. Your court date will be on Tuesday. Nope, Monday at 1 o'clock. No alcohol, illegal drugs, no contact with alleged victims, and you don't return to the incident location.
Okay.
But there's just a single bond. Then, as I said, we have charges out of city court. Criminal damage and disorderly conduct on April the 16th. Like that was at the patio of Cope. You still connected with them or?
No. Oh, no, not at all. I want nothing to do with any of those places, those methadone and Suboxone. The only one just drop on Terry is okay right now. Oh,
People, let's see what.
And on these matters, you're not to go back to Cope. Your next court date's July 17th at 9. You'll be released on these charges and the city public defender's office will represent you. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Comply with behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment.
thank you.
Right, if you're still in custody, your attorney will keep you posted. If you're out of custody, you need to appear on that date.
I'll have to come up with $300. I can't come up with a penny.
You'll have court dates between now and then and may be released.
Thank you.
But that's a separate charge from the ones on justice court that are holding you. So you definitely still need to appear. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
A bungee.
Hello, Yana.
Good evening, I'm Jada. You are
Jacqueline Levanti.
Ms. Lorenzi, citation charging you with domestic violence disorderly conduct. Alleged to have occurred earlier today. just to confirm, on initial arrest, we're sitting for DV arrangements, not for case management, correct? Next hearing would be a DV arraignment, correct? Okay, okay, yeah, the box said case management, so I'm gonna double check. I changed it. I mean, I just needed to double check with you, that's all. You haven't figured out, I can pretty much do all of them in. All right. Your next court is going to be June the 30th at 9 a.m. in Pima County Justice Court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The release include no acts of domestic violence, no contact with Derek. You don't get his residence. You can go back with law enforcement to get personal belongings, and you do not leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court. Do you understand that? Right. Thank you, Ms. Levin.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Evening, I'm just saying, there are
Byron Lewis, Your Honor.
Mr. Lewis, I have a number of things here for you.
Okay.
I have. First thing I have for you is a warrant out of Yavapai County.
Yes, Your Honor.
Their bond requested is $2,499. They will have 24 hours after you are released on your local charges to make arrangements to pick you up, and a total of 72 hours to pick you up. If you don't, if they don't make arrangements or pick you up, then you need to be in Yarnell Justice Court on July the 8th at 10 a.m.
July the 8th.
Yes. Then I have new charges out of Pima County Justice Court for obstructing a highway. Your next court hearing on this will be Monday at 1 o'clock. Bond is $250. You're not returned to the instant location of Ajo and Palo Verde, and you comply with all of the other conditions of release.
So I'm not being released.
Then I have two sets of charges out of Tucson City Court. I have charges from September 22nd of last year for shoplifting at 1001 South Country Club.
So if Prescott doesn't come get me, then I need to come up with $250 to get out of jail, or
No, let me explain all that. I'll explain all that to you when I finish with these. All right, it looks like you didn't follow through on possible eligibility for community court on these. Then we have charges from May the 10th for criminal trespass at 3327 East Broadway. We'll appoint City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these, also with a $250 bond. On these matters, there's also a $250 bond. You don't go back to the incident locations. It's 3327 East Broadway and 1001 South Country Club. Court date is June the 16th at 1:45. You're still in custody. If you post the bond, your court date's July the 8th. Okay, so what happens is you've got these two court dates, one in justice court and one in city court. They each have $250 bonds. You've got attorneys on both of them, two different attorneys. Once you're released on those matters, Yarnell has 24 hours to make arrangements to come and get you, and a total of 72 hours, 3 days to actually come get you. If they don't do that, then you'll be released. Okay, thank you.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
The total bond was 750 or 500?
There's 3 different bonds.
Okay, thank you.
There's 2 bonds that are each $250, one from justice court, one from city court, and there's a $2,499 bond out of Yarnell Justice Court.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good evening, Your Honor. It's Sergeant Lindley.
Good evening.
Oh, ma'am, I'm supervisor down here being taken it tonight. Mr. Cattleman is refusing to come to court. Would you like him to be encouraged by any means necessary, or would you like to continue him, ma'am?
No, I'll go ahead and continue him.
Very good, Your Honor.
McKellen?
Everything else filled out. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Good evening, ma'am. I'm Melissa McClellan.
Ms. McClellan. Citation here, charging you with domestic violence disorderly conduct. Alleged occurred early this morning in the city of your residence.
Only one? Yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. So he's continuing.
Yes. I can hear you. Your next court date on this matter is July the 14th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Tucson City Court. Do you understand that you need to appear at that time?
Yes, ma'am. You said, what date?
July 14th.
July 14th? Okay.
Standard conditions of relief. You appear at all your court dates, you stay in the state of Arizona, you don't violate any laws.
Yes, ma'am.
In addition to that, no acts of domestic violence, and you need to comply with behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatments. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am. I also did have a question.
Sure.
How do I go about making a complaint against the police officers that arrested me? Because, they were punching me in my face
Well, you would contact,
downstairs.
police standards, internal services. I don't remember what they're calling, but there is a specific department within the police
Yes,
department.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because I have like bruises all over me because of the police officers. Thank you, ma'am. So I am released. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Thank you.
So Yonda. I'm not even gonna try that.
We'll try it.
Not yet, waiting for it. This is scrappy.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Good evening, Your Honor. I'm Roxana Salayandia.
Ms. Salandia. Citations charging you with domestic violence, criminal damage. 2 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, 1 count of domestic violence, criminal trespass. These are alleged occurred, looks like earlier this afternoon. Your next court date on this matter is going to be on July the 15th at 9:30 in the morning. Conditions of release always include to violate no laws, appear at all court dates, remain within the state of Arizona unless there's permission of the court to leave the state. In this case, also no acts of domestic violence, no contact with Polina and Pablo. You stay away from their residence on the shared property. Do you understand that? All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time. Appreciate you. Oh, is that me? Oh, thank you. Take care.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are,
Brian, Tiant Lockhart.
Mr. Lockhart. I have new charges here. Charging you with criminal trespass and possession of paraphernalia this afternoon at 3128 North First. It appears that you just saw Judge Cranshaw 3 days ago, and he told you not to go back there.
That is true, Your Honor.
Hmm?
I apologize. I was homeless, but now I have a place to stay, and I'm currently working on.
Earlier today, you were told 3 days ago not to go somewhere and you showed up at that place today. That's the allegation. So your bond is $250. If you post the bond, your court date on all of your cases in city court is July the 15th at 3 o'clock. No alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go to any Circle K store. You don't go to 3128 North First, 2802 North First, 3149 North First, or 3180 North Campbell. If you're still in custody, you'll be seen on video on June the 16th at about 1:45 or so. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so all these ones are set for the 16th. Right. The 16th and the 17th. The 17th is no head court, so. But that's digital. The 16th, 17th, and 18th. And so I'll have videos the other 2 days because it's Judge Clothes informed me. He said, if you're available for videos, he said, I know they're covered. No, there's not gonna be. So, okay. Works for me. Makes for a busy week, and then I don't care if I don't work other weeks. And do we just have Ms. Barnes in the courtroom, or do we have the rest of the defendants?
We have the rest of them, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to address this to the entire courtroom then. Good evening, I'm Judge Shayek. This is the time set for initial appearances. On felony matters, if you have misdemeanor matters, it's time for initial appearance and perhaps arraignment on those matters. It's the time for you to be formally advised of charges against you, for me to set conditions of release in your next court date. It is not the time to talk about facts of cases or ask that charges be dismissed. In fact, I would strongly suggest that you not discuss these matters with anyone except your attorney or in the course of counseling and treatment. And certainly when you're outside of earshot of anyone else other than the person it's directed to. Conditions of release will always include that you violate no laws, that you appear at all court dates, remain within the state of Arizona unless there's permission of the court to leave the state. There may be additional conditions based on your history, your circumstances, and the events that occurred. And you are
Michelle, Kathleen Barnes.
Ms. Barnes. I have quite a number of things here for you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 files out of Tucson City Court. But at the moment, we're going to address felony charges charging you with possession of narcotic drug and possession of paraphernalia alleged occurred earlier today. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. It appears that you are eligible for screening for participation in a diversion program called STEPS. It's a treatment program designed to fit your needs. And if you qualify for it and successfully complete it, then the charges were dismissed without a formal charging. Did you want to explore that treatment program?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Then your next court date on this matter will be June the 15th at 9 a.m. in Pima County Superior Court. State has requested a bond of $1,500 because of your extensive failure to appear history. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if you are inclined to release Ms. Barnes on the city court matters, I'm asking for release of pretrial services. If Your Honor is inclined to impose a bond on the city court matters, I'm asking for a more nominal bond in this case, given that Ms. Barnes has indicated that she's interested in the STEPS program. She is a lifelong Tucson resident. She is currently homeless and unemployed, and these are not violent charges. She has no violent convictions, and in fact, she scores a no on the new violent criminal activity matrix. Thank you, Your Honor.
Preliminary hearing date's June 16th at 1:30. Bond will be $1,000. Pretrial services, if you post the bond, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You don't go back to the incident locations. You need to comply with behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment to the extent it's available while you're in custody and under the direction of pretrial services while you are out of custody. We have charges here from August 1st of 2024 for possession of paraphernalia, along with failures to appear. Charges for possession of paraphernalia and criminal trespass, December 31st of 2024, along with failures to appear. Charges for criminal trespass on March the 11th of 2025, along with failures to appear. Charges for possession of paraphernalia on March the 25th of 2025, failure to appear. Possession of paraphernalia on May the 28th of 2025, failure to appear. Criminal trespass on July 30th of 2025. Along with failures to appear. We'll appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Given the nature of the charges, I'm going to go ahead and release you on these charges with a non-transport date of July 17th at 9 o'clock. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. If you're still in custody, then your attorney will keep you informed on the status. But you don't go to the incident locations. Those include 3717 East Second, 4124 East First, and 3693 East Third. And again, comply with behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment, and comply with steps, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. All right. Thank you, Ms. Barnes. If you're out of custody, be sure that you appear on July 17th at 9. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Dylan Bowtie.
Mr. Botai, in a complaint charging with fraudulent use of a credit card and computer tampering. We'll appoint Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges. Suggestion of pretrial services, or excuse me, of County Attorney's Offices that you be released of third-party custody of pretrial services. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Not from the state.
Judge, only to say that we agree that pretrial services release is appropriate.
Preliminary hearing date is June 26th at 1:30. You will be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services. Participate in monitoring and treatment as directed by them. You have no contact with the alleged victim in this matter. That is Jessica. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't use the credit card of another person, period. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Be sure you stay in touch with pretrial services and comply with their directions.
Will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
Daniels.
Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you, sir, are
Who else sponsors are?
Mr. Bellstar. I've got several things here for you. Start with a warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. Charges from March the 10th for burglary, theft of means of transportation, and possession of paraphernalia. We'll appoint Public Defender's Office to represent you on these charges, set an arraignment date for June the 11th at 1:30. Amount on the bond is $1,500. And
1,500.
Public Defender's Office is requesting that amount, or excuse me, County Attorney's requesting that amount anything further from defense on conditions?
Judge, if you are inclined to release him on the justice court and city court matters, I'd ask for release to pretrial services. He is 18 years old, has no violent convictions. These are not violent charges. He is a lifelong resident and does have housing and support with his grandmother, Your Honor.
It appears that he's already been given an opportunity to release on pretrial services and did not maintain contact with them. Bond will be $1,000. If the bond is posted, then you're under distribution of pretrial services, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Comply with substance abuse and behavioral health assessment and treatment to the extent it's available while you're in custody or under the direction of pretrial services while you're out of custody. You don't have contact with such victims. Or go to the victim's residence or workplaces. And I'd suggest you not discuss the matter with anyone except your attorney. I also have a warrant on charges out of South Tucson. Looks like criminal trespass. No, I take that back. This is out of justice court. I'll appoint John Ellis to represent you on these charges. Court date will be Monday at 1 o'clock. $100 bond on this. You don't go back to the incident location. No alcohol or illegal drugs. And again, comply with substance abuse and behavioral health assessments and treatment. Then we have charges out of Tucson City Court. Shoplifting, resisting arrest, February 13th of this year, failure to appear on February the 26th. Your next written on this is going to be the 17th of July at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Tucson City Court. If you're out of custody, you need to appear. You're not to return to 1225 West Irvington, possess any alcohol or illegal drugs. And again, you need to comply with substance abuse and behavioral health assessments and treatment. If you're still in custody, then the public defender's office will keep you, city public defender's office will keep you informed and keep the court informed on your status. Thank you, Mr. Balthazar. And I signed it, I think.
Fellas, go out the door. Have a seat from over there. Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Mr. Gonzalez has an APO hold.
I understand that. Thank you very much for reminding me. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Mario Hernandez Gonzalez.
Mr. Gonzalez. I have an complaint charging with domestic violence kidnapping. Heard yesterday. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Bond requested by the state at $7,500. There is an adult probation hold, so no amount of bond is going to get you out of custody at this time. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Your Honor, the only thing that the state would highlight is there likely is further felony charges coming associated with this, specifically aggravated assault, temporary disfigurement associated with the broken nose of the victim.
Judge, given the probation hold, defense would ask for a more nominal bond. Mr. Gonzalez has no violent convictions, no failures to appear, no felony convictions. He is a lifelong resident and he does have housing separate from the victim, and he does have part-time employment, Your Honor. Thank you.
Preliminary hearing dates June the 16th at 1:30. Bond will be $5,000. Pretrial services. Supervision if you post the bond and are released by adult probation. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons. No contact with Jasmine Gutierrez. You don't go near her residence or workplace or the incident location. You need to comply with behavioral health and substance abuse assessment and treatment to the extent that it's available while in custody or under the direction of pretrial services while out of custody. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. Good evening, I'm Judge Shade, and you are
Don Henry MC Guerrero.
I have an interim complaint here charging with possession of narcotic drug for sale, possession of dangerous drug for sale, 3 counts of misconduct involving weapons, possession of a firearm during a drug offense, having a defaced weapon, and being prohibited possessor and possession of a firearm. All alleged to have occurred earlier today. We'll appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. Did either counsel wish to be heard further on conditions?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Guerrero indicated he had a question before we proceed. May I answer his question briefly?
You may.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Judge, I'm asking for release to pretrial services. Mr. Guerrero is a level 1 nonviolent on the pretrial services matrix, which gave him a 1 and a 1 on the NCA FTA scale. It appears that from pretrial services report that he has no criminal history, no convictions, no failure to appear history. He is a lifelong Tucson resident and has housing with his mother. He is employed part-time and he does have a partner at home who is currently in the midst of a high-risk pregnancy. So he does hope that he can return to her so he can be there for her. For those reasons, Your Honor, I think that release to pretrial services would be appropriate here.
Anything further from the state?
Your Honor, we would just highlight, while we recognize in the pretrial services report, it stated that he had no prior felonies. In the interim complaint, it states that he has 3 separate felonies that are linked to when he was a juvenile, which supports the prohibited possessor charge.
Preliminary hearing date is going to be June 16th at 1:30. Bond is $2,500. Cash is secured. Pretrial services supervision if the bond is posted. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons. No contact with any potential co-defendants except through legal counsel. You don't return to the incident location. Comply with substance abuse assessment and treatment to the extent it's available while you're in custody or under the direction of pretrial services while out of custody. Thank you, Mr. Guerrero.
Jones.
This is strategic. My answer is true. It's like
Good evening, I'm Judge Fayette, and you, sir, are
Glad you make these skills.
Mr. Jones. In a complaint charging you with criminal damage, criminal trespass, 2 counts of assault, 2 counts of disorderly conduct. Will appoint public defender's office to represent you on these charges. States suggesting pretrial services release. Did either counsel wish to be heard on conditions?
Not from the state, Your Honor.
Judge, only to indicate the defense agrees with release to pretrial services.
Preliminary hearing date will be June the 26th at 1:30 in the afternoon in the Pima County Justice Court. You'll be released to the third-party custody of pretrial services to comply with monitoring and treatment under their supervision, including no alcohol, no illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no firearms or weapons. Absolutely no contact with Miss Armenta or Miss Sigala. You don't go back to within 3 blocks. You don't go to their workplaces. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, and again, I'd suggest you not discuss this matter with anyone except your attorney. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.